What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. The topic is how to get absolute control over your mind and your body. All right. So, when you don't have control over your mind and your body, life is hard, right? Life is difficult because essentially you're fighting with yourself. It's like you're at war with yourself, right? You have certain things you want to do, there are certain things you want to accomplish, certain results you want to create, but your mind is against you, right? You want to do something, you know what you want, but you see yourself literally self-sabotaging. You see yourself procrastinating. You see yourself taking actions that actually counteract what you're trying to do, counteract your achieve, your progress towards your goal, right? So clearly, you need to get your mind on your side. You need to get your body to do what you want it to do, right? And your mind controls your body. So if you can get your mind under control, then you can get your body under control, okay? So I've been able to get to a point where I don't really have those problems I used to have. I used to have these issues with pretty much, self-sabotage, like knowing what I'm supposed to do, but I can't seem to get myself to do it. Or I find myself in these situations that literally work against what I'm trying to do, right? And I realize at some point, it's like I'm fighting myself. I'm not even fighting anyone else out there. It's like myself that's getting in the way. And it's my mind. So it's, okay, how do you get your mind on your side? How do you get control over it? So what I found is we want to get our mind on our side and we want to do these things, but we don't know how to go about it, like how to get it, on our side. Like, what do we do? And so what I found is if you can take daily actions, like simple daily actions, small actions, where you're training your mind and basically telling it, look, I'm in control, right? It's like you're telling your mind, look, I'm in control. You have to do this through discipline. It's like the way you enforce control over your mind is through discipline. It's through consistency. It's through taking the same action over and over until it becomes a habit. And your mind will start to understand, this dude is not playing around. You know what I mean? Like, what he says goes. He's not full of shit. You know what I mean? And so your mind starts going on your side. It stops fucking with you. You know what I mean? So it's basically having the discipline to consistently take actions and make decisions aligned with your goal. But starting small, and starting at the beginning of your day. So literally, one of the things I do to get control over my mind is I set a specific time that I'm going to wake up each day, and I consistently hit that time no matter what, right? So I make sure it's a time that I can hit, right? So if you don't like to get up early, right? Let's say you like to get up late. Let's say you get up like 11 a.m., for example, right? Instead of saying, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. No, just cut it back to 10:30 a.m., right? I'm going to wake up at 10:30 a.m., right? Because that you should be able to do that. That's only 30 minutes earlier, you know what I mean? So you're not like overdoing or overwhelming yourself. This is something you can do, right? So you start with a little step, just little by little, getting your mind on your side through discipline. So you start with that. Okay, instead of waking up at 7 a.m., I'm gonna wake up at 6:30 a.m. Or instead of waking up at 8 a.m., I'm gonna wake up at 7:30 a.m. And you stick to a consistent time because you train your mind over time, right? It's discipline over a period of time where you start rewiring, right? Rewiring the bad habits, rewiring the negative thoughts. You know what I mean? Rewiring the emotional blocks, removing them, right? But it's through discipline. It's through you taking responsibility and getting conscious, right? Getting conscious and starting to put these new beliefs, these new habits into your subconscious, right? Because you have this way of being that you built up over the years, and it's not going to be easy to get rid of it. But what I'm saying, I'm giving you a process that is very simple. Little small things each day will add up over time, and you want to make it these little small things that you can consistently do, because that's what is going to make the change. Consistency, right? So it's better for you to do these little small things towards your goal and start getting your mind on your side that are consistent, as opposed to trying to, like, out of nowhere just be like, yo, I'm going to do everything right, and I'm going to make sure I don't procrastinate, and I'm going to be focused, and I'm going to be disciplined, and I'm going to be powerful, and no, just start with these little steps, because you're creating a new future, right? Right now, you are where you are, and you have your mind on your side at a certain level, or not on your side at a certain level. And what you're doing now is you're deciding, okay, I want to get control over my mind. And so this is a goal that you're setting, and something that's going to happen in the future. So now it starts with your current actions. And if you start with these small actions, they build up over time, and you create these new habits, and you start to get your subconscious on your side, right? Because you start creating this new way of being, right? Through these new habits, these new actions that you're taking. But you're taking actions that you can commit to, not anything that's so massive, so humongous that you can't wrap your mind around. Little small actions. So literally starting with the time you wake up earlier, right? If you wake up early, you'll have more time to do other shit. So wake up earlier. And this is just one way you starting the day off telling your mind that you are in control. When you set a time that you're going to wake up, make sure you hit that time. Because think of it this way. Your goal is to get your mind on your side. And the only way to get your mind on your side is by telling it what's up. Telling your mind, look, I am in control. I am the master. Okay? So if I say we getting up at 8 a.m. or we're getting up at 7:30 a.m. or whatever the time is, that's the time we're getting up no matter what. Now here's the thing. Here's what messes us up is when we make a decision or a goal like that or set an intention like that, when the time comes, we don't feel like getting up. We don't feel like doing that thing that we want to do. And so you have to put space in between you and the feeling, because the feeling is not you. You didn't choose that feeling. You didn't choose to wake up and be tired, right? You didn't wake up and say, you didn't, go to sleep and say, yo, I want to wake up tired tomorrow. No, you just woke up and you were tired and you felt like going back to sleep. So that's not you. That's just a feeling in the body. And so you make that space. You put that space in between you and the feeling. You say, okay, that's how I feel. But what did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to get up at this time. So am I going to listen to the feeling, which is not me? That's just a feeling that's in the body that's actually temporary and it's going to go away. Or do I listen to me, who is a person that's always going to be there? The person who gets affected by the decision. The feeling is temporary. It's not like this thing that's constant. It goes away. But you don't go away. You're in the body. You're there. You know what I mean? You're the one that's existing. And so you have to deal with the decision you make. Now, do you want to make the decision based on you, your intelligence, your intellect, your understanding, based on your goals, your purpose, what your soul wants? Or are you going to go on a temporary emotion? That's not you. It's just part of the human experience, but you're not the emotion. You see what I'm saying? You're not the feeling. So if the feeling is against your goal, you don't have to align with that feeling. You can separate yourself from it and say, no, I'm getting up. Literally, when I wake up in the morning, I have these mornings where I'm like, fuck, I want to go back to sleep. I have these mornings, but I know that thought, that feeling of tiredness, whatever that is, that's temporary. If I get up and I do what I do, which is the first thing I do is I listen to some affirmations and I start doing working out, the way I feel changes, right? I'm no longer the same tired guy that wants to go back to sleep. Now I'm in push-up mode. I'm doing push-ups. You know what I mean? I'm doing pull-ups. I'm in a different feeling now. But if I would have listened to that feeling at first that said, oh, just go back to sleep, then I would have went back to sleep, and then I would have, been less motivated to do anything, and I would have just started my day off on the wrong foot. You see what I'm saying? So in order to get your mind on your side and get control over it, You want to start the day off disciplined. Literally, the first moment you wake up, you have an opportunity to either have control over your mind or your mind going to control you. That first thought, I want to go back to sleep, or oh, I'm tired. Who are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to these old thoughts and beliefs that you've aligned with over time, subconsciously? Or are you going to listen to what you consciously want to do, right? Which is your soul, your real beingness, your core beingness, your intelligence. What do you want to do? You got to make a decision. Which one do you value more? Do you value your emotions more or your intelligence more? Because if you value your emotions more, you're going to be all over the place. Your emotions come and go. Your emotions come and go, and you don't necessarily choose your emotions all the time. So if you're making decisions based on your emotions all the time, you're not going to have no consistency. You're not going to be able to move towards a goal, in a forward motion steadily and laser beam focused and targeted, right? It's going to be all over the place because your emotions are all over the place. So getting control over your mind and your body, it literally starts with the first action of the day, which is the time you said you were going to wake up, making sure that you wake up at that time. Now I take it another step further. After waking up at that time, the first thing I do is something that's going to get my mind on my side. What do? I listen to affirmations. Affirmations that are aligned with the way of being that I want to embody, that the way I want my character to be designed, or my character to operate throughout the day. So literally, affirmations, like positive affirmations. I am powerful, I am strong, I am disciplined, I am successful, I'm courageous, I am whatever, right? Because I'm training my mind. I want my mind on my side. So I'm choosing what goes into my mind. Literally, as soon as the day starts, every single day, same thing. Make sure I hit my time that I say I'm gonna wake up at. Do my affirmations. And guess what I do right after that? More discipline. Work out. That's the last thing anybody wants to do as soon as they wake up in the morning is work out. But why do I do that? Because I want my mind on my side. You get your mind on your side by telling it what to do, making it do exactly what you want it to do through discipline. But it doesn't have to be super intense at the beginning. In the beginning, you do what you can do. You step a little bit outside your comfort zone. You don't have to go super beast mode right away. You step a little bit outside your comfort zone. For me, right now, every single morning, I wake up at 5 a.m., right? Every single morning. But it didn't start like that. I used to get up whenever I wanted to, right? But I realized my life was it wasn't too focused, I felt like I was kind of slacking, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't hitting my potential. I wasn't really on point. I wasn't as sharp as I could be. So I said, you know what, bro? I'm going to start, waking up at a specific time. Even if it's not super impressive as far as the time I'm waking up. Just as long as I know I'm waking up at the time I said I was going to wake up, that alone, I will feel good knowing that I had the discipline to do that each day. So literally, okay, I used to wake up like whatever, anytime, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., whatever. I said, I'm going to start waking up at 7 a.m. because I knew I could do 7 a.m. So I started with 7 a.m. and I did that consistently. I made sure I didn't miss. It's the power is in consistency. You don't want to miss any days. You literally want to make it a priority. And as I said, you have to separate yourself from the feeling, because doing that didn't necessarily feel good at first. Now it's a lot easier for me to wake up early and do what I got to do. But at first it was not easy. So I had to separate myself from the emotion, from the feeling. And look, I'm going to be real with you. I messed up a couple of days. There was a couple of days where I didn't hit the time. But I was aware of it, and I faced it. I faced the truth. Oh shit, I fucked up today. But I'm not going to make this mistake tomorrow. I'm going to make sure I hit the time tomorrow. And I kept doing it until I got it on point. That's another part to it. It's like you don't give up once you mess up or you make a mistake. That's part of it. You're taking on a new way of being, right? Your emotions, your mind is against you in the beginning, and it's going to fight because it just wants you to stay in your comfort zone, right? It just wants you to stay in your comfort zone, but you got to fight back. You got to tell it, no, there's a way that I want to be, and I am in charge. Not my old beliefs, my old habits, my old patterns, you know what I mean? My old emotions. No, this is a new way of being that I'm taking on. And you take it on and you train your mind through discipline, right? And discipline is essentially doing what you said you were going to do no matter how you feel, right? Because the feelings is going to change. Feelings are temporary. They move around, right? One day you feel amazing. The other day you might feel like shit. The other day you might feel in between. Other day, you know what I mean? So you can't just be going off of that, because that's just going to have you going all over the place. If you actually want to hit your goals, if you actually want to become the best version of yourself, if you actually want to reach your potential, you have to take responsibility for your actions, responsibility for what your day looks like, what happened in your day. If somebody was recording and watching your day, are you taking the actions aligned with your goals, aligned with the way you want to be? Yeah, it's a yes or no. Somebody was to watch your life, would you be embarrassed or would you be proud of your actions for the day? So literally, like I said, it starts with the time you wake up. You work on that. Get disciplined in the time that you wake up, because that's how you're starting the day. Are you going to start the day in control with power, or are you going to just let whatever emotion comes up, let it dictate your day? Right? Because I'm telling you, you're going to have days that you're not going to feel like taking action, or you're not going to be super focused or whatever. And if you align with that feeling and take actions from that place, then it's not going to be a good day, man. Discipline is important. It's an important characteristic that has made a huge difference in my life. And it's something that I didn't want to commit to at first. But once you start seeing what it can do for you, once you start seeing your life change, once you start seeing the results coming, once you start seeing this better way of being, you're breathing better, you feel better, you feel more confident, people respect you more, you feel you want to speak out more, you want to express yourself more because you're proud of yourself for being disciplined, for having control of your mind. Right? So it starts with the first thing you do in the day. And I do multiple things in succession to prove to my mind that I am in charge. You have to prove to your mind who is in charge. Right? It's kind of like, this is the example that comes in my head right now. When you're walking a dog, right? If you just let the dog do whatever, he's going to pull you all over the place, and he's going to go over there and go over there and go over there. But if you start from the beginning, when you leave the house and you're about to walk your dog, from the beginning, if you hold it tight and you let him know, look, stay by my side, right? He'll listen. He'll stay by your side and he'll walk, and he won't, be so forceful or whatever and try to have his way. But if you don't set that, take responsibility for, how you want the dog to be moving on the walk, he will take responsibility. He will do what he wants to do. He will drag you around and have you going over here and trying to go over there. And if you watch that, when you see it, there's a huge difference. When you see someone who's walking a dog and they have control over their dog, and they let the dog like be free or whatever, but there's still a sense of control there where the dog knows not to jerk them around or turn, move over here or go over there. You know what I mean? And so your mind is similar in the sense that if you don't take control and take responsibility, your mind would just start doing shit. It would just start feeding shit, throwing shit at you. It would just start talking to you and saying all kind of shit, negative shit, random shit, out of nowhere, shit that's coming from from random places, like random thoughts. But you have to take control. You have to say, I am in charge, right? I am in control of my body. I'm in control of my mind. And I'm the decision maker here, right? And what I say goes, no matter what feeling comes up. That's how the mind gets you. It starts throwing these feelings at you and tries to get you to think that you are the feeling. When the anger comes, it tries to make you think you are the anger. When the embarrassment, if you're embarrassed, it makes you think you are the embarrassed. You can separate yourself from the embarrassment and laugh at yourself, right? That's very powerful when you can separate yourself from these emotions and experience them, know that they're there and embrace them, but don't align with them and say, that is me. Don't say, I am the emotion, because you're not. The emotion is temporary. It comes and it goes, right? But you are the constant. You are going to always be there. And so you are the decision maker. You make the choices, right? So literally, like I said, it's starting the day off on point, starting the day off sharp. How you start the day is going to set the standard for the rest of the day. If you start the day off sloppy, the day is going to be sloppy. If you start the day off sharp and on point, the chances of the day staying sharp and on point are higher, because you've already proven to yourself from the beginning of the day, I am disciplined, I am responsible, I am in control, right? And you can only control your internal world. So you might as well take control of it, because you definitely can't control the external. Whatever's going to happen externally is going to happen. But internally, you can control that. But think about how can you have or create a life that you want if you know the external world you cannot control and you're not even in control of your internal world? Like that's just the formula for chaos, right? So know that you can have control of your internal world and decide that you will have control of your internal world, and start where you are, right? Start where you are. Start with small actions that will start disciplining your mind and training your mind to understand who's in control, right? Your subconscious is trying to run the game, right? Until your subconscious is doing what you want it to do, you have to take control and rewire your subconscious and get it on your side. And you do that through consistent actions on a daily basis, building that discipline, having that consistency, and being sharp, being on point. All right, so like I said, starting with, I keep going back to this because literally there's a lot of people that just don't even have this on point. Literally being able to start the day at the time you said you was gonna start it. You feel me? Start the day at the time you said you was gonna start it. Make sure you wake up no matter how you feel. I go into affirmations to get my mind on my side right away. Affirmations, I like stoic affirmations. Like, I am disciplined. I am not my emotions, right? You know, shit, powerful shit that I want in my mind, right? Then I go into a workout, right? Why would somebody go into a workout the first thing in the morning? Why would I want to go and exercise first in the morning? Because I'm training my mind. Yes, it creates a nice physique, and that's a great benefit. But the main reason why I exercise first thing in the morning is because it trains my mind to be disciplined for the rest of the day. I put myself through pain. I put myself through a challenge, intense challenge in the beginning of the day to prepare myself, because I know there's going to be challenges within my day. So it's like I start the day off letting the universe know I'm ready for the challenge. Matter of fact, I bring the challenge to myself. I start the day with a challenge. I don't wait for the world to challenge me. I challenge myself first. So I get in that right mindset of let's go. Not in this mindset of let's run away, let's hide away, let's do the bare minimum. No, let's go. Let's put in work. Let's be on point. Let's be our best selves. Like, that's the mentality I start the day off with. And then I maintain that throughout the day, right? And it's hard for me to not be on point because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can't put that shit to waste. Like I woke up on time this morning. I did my work. I did my affirmations. Then when another challenge comes later in the day, I'm like, nah, I already did my shit. I gotta handle this too. Whereas if I started off the day sloppy and I didn't do my shit, I woke up at any random time. I just went with the flow. Didn't want to work out, so I said I'll work out tomorrow. Then when these other challenges come, I'm gonna treat them the same. I'm gonna be like, that's too much, man. I'll do that later. I got the rest of the week. It's okay. I can do that, later on. Because that's how I started the day. So once I really just, it's after failing enough times, you start to get, okay, bro. Like, how many times am I gonna make the same mistake? You feel me? So I just got tired of the bullshit, and I said, okay, look, I'm gonna just be disciplined. I'm gonna be on point. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Start off the day on point. Keep it like that. Have these positive habits developed. Start developing them, like reading books. I literally read every single day, no matter what. It's not like I read for an hour or whatever. 15 minutes minimum. Sometimes more, but minimum 15 minutes I read each day. And I read good shit. I read shit that's going to train my mind, get my mind on my side. Right? I watch positive videos that's going to nourish my mind. Meditation. I meditate daily. Right? I do my affirmations. I go out and get a walk. Go out and have a walk. Go and get some fresh air, get my body going, get in touch with nature, whatever it is. Make sure I do what I said. Have a schedule. Each day, literally a day should be set up with specific actions, set up a schedule that's on point, and you stick to your schedule. Because what are you doing? You're training your mind. You're telling your mind, look, this is how it's going to be. This is the future. This is the vision I have for myself. These are the actions I need to take. And I'm not missing no days. I'm not missing no days because my life is now. My life is now, and it's moving every single moment. And I don't get that time back. You can't go back. So you have to live now and do what you said you're going to do now. And you feel good when you do your shit. Like, after I finish a workout, I feel good. I'm like, damn, I just finished that workout. Now I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Better get it out the way in the beginning of the day so you ain't got to worry about it later. I did my shit. I did my workout. I did my affirmations. I woke up on time. I did my cold shower. You know what I mean? And when you do your shit, then you feel good when you reward yourself. Like, if you want to go out and have an ice cream or whatever, you're like, I deserve that damn ice cream. Or I deserve that whatever it is. Or if you decide you want to go to a party one time or whatever, do whatever it is. If you've been doing your shit, you're not going to feel bad about it because you've been doing your shit. You should reward yourself here and there. Whatever it is you like to do, reward yourself for being on point. Don't just be on point all the time and just... and never celebrate, never enjoy life, do something, be spontaneous. You got to have that side too. You got to have a balance there, right? Because you could find yourself like just, not really living, but you want to be disciplined, that's for sure, right? Make discipline, don't look at it as like this bad thing. Like, discipline yourself to do what you need to do and just do what you can. Like, don't overwhelm yourself. My workout is a workout that I can handle. To somebody else, it may be intense, but to me, it's not that, it's not that crazy because I worked my way up to it. You see what I'm saying? I didn't try to overdo myself. I worked my way up to it. So this is how you get your mind and your body on your side, through discipline, through focus, through starting your day off on point and keeping it like that throughout the day and working on building these positive habits that are aligned with your goal. And so you can start flowing. You get to a point where it starts getting easy. You're like, damn, this is kind of easy. And if somebody else came and looked at your life, they'd be like, what the fuck? That shit ain't easy. But to you, it's easy because it's become a part of who you are. And your mind is no longer fighting you. Like, there's still that little small negative talk or whatever, but it's so small that it can't do shit to you. It's like a fly trying to do something, it's not hitting you. You know what I mean? You're not noticing it. It's whatever. And so you want to get to that point. That's when your mind and your body is on your side. And your life starts moving fast. You know, you start moving towards it goes fast because you're no longer fighting yourself. All right? So that's the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.